Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. My name is Jovan and I'm the administrator of the Sims community website, and today we have some rather interesting news regarding the development of The Sims 5. So that's right, I didn't even imagine that I would be talking about The Sims 5 this soon, but there's been a rather interesting development inside of the Sims team and Maxis that I just want to share with you guys that you're probably going to be interested about. So Sim Guru Lindsay Pearson, who is now the general manager for the Sims franchise, has shared this tweet saying, "I want to welcome Sim Guru Duke to The Sims 4. Joining us from The Sims Mobile, he'll be our senior producer for The Sims 4. Don't worry, Sim Guru Grant is still working on a number of important and awesome Maxis things. It's going to be a great year for The Sims and we can't wait to show you what's in store." So in case you guys don't know, Grant Rodiak has previously worked on The Sims 4 as a senior producer, and that role was previously taken by Lindsay Pearson. And now Michael Duke, who worked on The Sims Mobile, is now joining The Sims 4 team as a senior producer. Considering the fact that The Sims Mobile team is no longer within Maxis in Redwood Shores, The Sims Mobile has moved over to EA Fire Monkeys all the way to Australia, so they have a lot of people who are joining The Sims 4 team and generally Maxis working on HD titles. So why is this tweet so interesting? First of all, Lindsay shared that Sim Guru Grant is going to be working on a number of important and awesome things within Maxis, but we also have this tweet by Grant Rodiak saying, "I won't be talking about the development of The Sims 4 any longer, sort of like how former presidents often don't chat about policy. I don't want it to get in the way of what Duke and the team are up to, it's just not appropriate." So he'll no longer be sharing any news or development regarding The Sims 4 or generally any tweets regarding The Sims 4 whatsoever. You're all familiar with his tweets, talking about the development process. He often held Q&A sessions on his Twitter where people were able to ask a lot of things about the development process of The Sims 4, what are his favorite packs for The Sims 4, what was the longest pack that took to make for The Sims 4, and so on. Lindsay didn't mention what is Grant Rodiak currently working on now, but his latest tweet suggests that he's definitely working on something new that's not related to The Sims 4, and I wanted to look more in Grant's previous work history within the Sims studio, and I have found some rather interesting information. So he began working on The Sims 3 all the way back in September 2005, and he was working on the game until November 2010, where he took a short break working for a Booyah, a video game company, only just for 7 months. But then he continued working on the next big thing, and that's The Sims 4. So he began working on The Sims 4 all the way back in September 2011, and he was working on The Sims 4 all until yesterday. So he's still a part within Maxis. He's still within the Maxis team, and he's still working on an unknown Sims game. And taking in consideration his pattern that he has only worked on big Sims titles such as The Sims 3 and The Sims 4 from the ground up, it could possibly mean that he's now started working on the next Sims game, and that will be The Sims 5 or whatever the Sims team decides to call it when the game comes out. However, this isn't the only discovery that I've made regarding that The Sims 5 is currently being developed. In case you don't know, back in September 2018, I made the discovery of multiple career listings on Maxis.com where the Sims team was looking for new people to join their brand new small team of veteran developers who are working on a AAA title. So that means a high budget title that is actually The Sims. So it's very early on in development, and they have also mentioned that this is an opportunity to help craft the initial vision for a new innovative and immersive Maxis experience. So it's rather interesting that they mentioned that they're looking for people to join a veteran team of developers working on an in development AAA title at Maxis. So this veteran word is very important because now that could also include Grant Rodiak, who has been working on the Sims franchise since 2005. So this could very likely mean that he's now a part of a veteran team of developers who are working on the next Sims game. So how do we know that this is actually a Sims game? So they were looking for new people who would be able to create a wide variety of concepts, including characters, fashion designs, post sheets. They were also looking for people who can create skin, clothed eye, and hair shading studies from the ground up. So everything would be created from the ground up. They would no longer, rely on previous assets, such as when they are looking for new people to join the Sims 4 team. Because when Maxis is looking for new people to join the Sims 4 team, they usually mention that they're looking for people that can adjust to the stylized look that the Sims 4 already has. But these listings actually mention that they're looking for something entirely new, something that can be created from the ground up. And you all know that when a new Sims game gets developed, they usually like to approach it from the scratch. So they like to approach it from the ground up, they like to create the code from the ground up, and they don't rely on previous assets and previous coding that was used in previous Sims games. So the listings include looking for senior concept artist, another senior concept artist. We also have an executive producer, a listing for a gameplay software engineer. So they also mentioned how would a flirty sim behave differently in a pool club versus a bar, ability to build creative real-life archetypes within a simulation game, so all from the ground up. So how would careers work, how would postures work within a brand new Sims game, and romance, and so on. So everything was mentioned that they would be working on a new Sims game from the ground up, and it's all leading to the fact that the Sims 5 is definitely in development as we speak. So what does this mean for the Sims 4? You shouldn't be afraid about the Sims 4 whatsoever, because Grant Rodiak himself has underlined multiple times that the Sims 4 is gonna have content for years out. The last statement that he made about the Sims 4 getting content for years out was back in January 2019. So he said, "I've been screaming, we have years of content for the Sims 4 from the rooftop for months now." And you shouldn't worry, because the Sims 4 definitely isn't going anywhere. They've also announced that the Sims 4 is gonna get a brand new expansion pack, a brand new game pack, and a brand new stuff pack in the next 5 months. So they made the announcement like 15 days ago. So I'm already saying 5 months because I do believe that in the next 5 months, we're gonna get a brand new expansion pack, a new game pack, and a new stuff pack. And generally, the entire Sims team is hyping up this year for the Sims 4. So you definitely just shouldn't be worried what this means for the Sims 4, because we're definitely gonna be getting a lot of new content for the Sims 4 for the years to come. So let me guys know what you think about this speculation regarding that the Sims 5 is currently being developed. There's already so many clues that we have regarding this, and I think that it's safe to say that the Sims 5 is currently in development. It's gonna take some years to develop the game, considering that they're creating a lot of things from scratch, and so we shouldn't worry about the Sims 5 even being a thing, even being announced until the next few years. So that will be in the next 2 to 5 years. I'm just giving rough estimate dates over here, considering that the Sims 3 started with development in 2005 and was announced in 2008, and then was released in 2009. And for the Sims 4, it began with the development in 2008, was announced in 2013, and then was released in 2014. So because they're doing everything from scratch, we don't know when the Sims 5 development actually started, but I'm pretty sure that we should be safe for the next 2 to 5 years. It's good to know that the Sims 5 is in development and that the Sims team is thinking ahead for the future of the Sims franchise. So let me guys know what you think about all of this. If you've enjoyed this information video, make sure you give it a huge thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more news on the Sims franchise. I hope you guys have enjoyed this speculation video, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye! Okay, so it seems that I forgot to mention one last thing. That's the fact that Sims Community, our website, is turning 6 years this month. More specifically on May 21st. So that's right, I began with the Sims Community website all the way back in 2013, just a few days after the Sims 4 was announced, and it's been a pleasure talking with you guys ever since. It's been a pleasure sharing the news, articles speculating and all sorts of crazy things that have happened within the Sims franchise. So why am I sharing this with you guys? Well, we are gonna have a rather interesting anniversary giveaway that we are gonna begin with in just a few days. So I wanna give a heads up to you guys that you should definitely stay tuned to our social media that I've linked down below, because there you will be the first to know when our anniversary giveaway starts. So we are gonna be giving away a lot of codes for The Sims 4 on PC and Mac, as well as giveaway codes for The Sims 4 on Xbox One and PS4. There are gonna be a lot of packs included, so get ready.